Hey guys, Trey Caption coming at you here during the middle of SC1 push. We're in the first team meeting for SC1, and I'm excited because I'm hearing a lot of reports of high-flying sales representatives making moves. I'm hearing teams having bigger days in some cases than they did a week, in the last couple of weeks. So I'm excited about where we're heading. I'm excited about where we are, and I wanted to come at you with a few keys to making sure that you rock the SC1 push. Obviously, make sure that you get signed up for the push, because number one is you got to be committed to the conference itself, and you're not going to be committed to the conference, and you're not going to be committed to the push if you haven't signed up. So make sure to go online and sign up now. It's June 16th from 1 to 7, here in Atlanta. So that's the first thing, guys. Make sure that you get signed up. But I covered a couple of keys on our call, and I felt like we're worth re-mentioning to you, because they're important keys that can help you to have the biggest 2 sales weeks of your career. The first one, guys, is having the proper attitude. And when you have the proper attitude, guys, isn't necessarily knowing that you're going to be able to have everything go your way, but that you're always going to be able to handle it. And you're always going to be able to fix it. And you're always going to be able to move forward. Positive attitude and positive expectancy. It's very rare that you find somebody who's successful that's negative. Okay, so you got to have the right attitude. You got to have the right outlook. You got to have a positive expectation. Okay, so that goes into your attitude. Number 2 is you got to have the right schedule in place. So how do you have the right schedule? Well, number 1, you got to have an amazing Thursday night phone jam. Okay, booking up 4 to 5 or 7 appointments during that Thursday night phone jam. We do have a conference call Thursday, 9:30. We're going to be giving away a K-bar. So every $1,000 sold is going to be an entry in the drawing for a K-bar. So make sure you get a bunch of demos booked up that Thursday before we have that conference call. Backing that up, guys, with a Friday morning conference or Friday morning phone session, Saturday morning phone session, and then the big one, guys, is this upcoming Sunday, 2 to 9:30. Just like we did the first time, guys, 2 to 9:30 is going to be the time that you want to start making calls to book up next week. So the only way that you'll have a bigger week next week than you do this week is by putting a little bit more effort in than you did to this week. And so how do you do that? Well, you got to make sure that you're making calls for more. So if you made 100 calls on last Sunday, can you make 150 this time? Or if you made 150, can you make 160 or at least 151, depending on how much you're trying to do for next week? So the schedule is critical. Number 3 is belief, guys, knowing that there's a law of a third that goes into everything. So a third of your days during the push are going to be really good. A third of your days are going to be really bad, and a third of them are going to be right in the middle. So if you take a look at what you've done so far, we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You've had 3 days. So which of those days have you had so far? Maybe you've had one really good day. Maybe you've had all 3 crappy days. And what that means is that you've got more good days and average days coming up ahead of you. So you got to have the belief that eventually things will work out. Belief is so important to knowing that you're going to end up in a better place than you are currently. Number 4, recommendations. Okay, guys, making sure that you're continuing to focus on getting recommendations. I know that we're in a sales contest, but recommendations are every bit as important, if not more important, than the sales. So make sure that you're focusing on getting 10 plus recommendations, 15 plus recommendations on every single appointment. If you haven't made your recommendation book yet, put it together tonight. Don't go to bed until you've made it, or bring all your materials with you so that tomorrow morning at the phone jam that you can put it together right after you start making calls. So getting your recommendation binder on point is good. Number 5 is understand the process of sale. Actually, 2 sales made on every single appointment that you do. Okay, so either you sell them on a reason to buy Cutco, or they sell you on a reason not to buy Cutco. Either you sell them on a reason to give you recommendations, or they sell you on a reason not to give you recommendations. Okay, so 2 sales are made on every single appointment that you do. So make sure that you're selling them and they're not selling you. Okay, so everybody can benefit from having Cutco in their kitchen. If they've got that in their kitchen versus anything else, they're going to grab Cutco and use it. So guys, make sure that you make a sale there. And then with recommendation, guys, it costs them nothing to give you a recommendation, just a little bit of time. So make sure that you're closing. The 6th one, guys, is desire. Now you got to want it. You got to want it so badly that you could barely sleep at night. I'm talking find something that motivates you beyond just the income or beyond just some sales report number. Maybe you really do love being the best, and that's something that's just a driver for you. Perhaps it's not that, but it's that you just really truly need to pay for school next year. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to go to school. Now, if that's not you, then maybe it's that you want to start your Roth IRA before the end of the summer. Or maybe, just maybe, there's some sort of trip that you want to pay for your parents to go on, or you want to pay to take your significant other on that you need to save up money for. And make that be the reason why you're working so hard. Okay, perhaps you want to earn an assistant manager promotion at the conference. Maybe at SC1, you want to get a promotion. So maybe that becomes your driving force. But make sure that you figure out a why and have a desire that's stronger than just simply, making money or just simply than selling a lot, okay? The last thing, guys, is I'm going to say, just let it change you. Let this push be an opportunity to change who you are as a person. Take you from being where you were going in as maybe just a confident or maybe unconfident, doesn't matter. Take whoever you are and let it grow you and let it change you to become a better person. Give yourself an extra excuse to become great and to grow, and that will become the template that you base everything else on. If you go out and you go all out and you make a statement, you produce more in volume in the next 2 weeks than you ever have, well, that becomes your next base layer or baseline for the time that you want to go large again. You know what you're capable of. You stretch your capacity and you stretch your capabilities when you go all out for a push. So, guys, have an awesome rest of your evening tonight. We'll be talking to you soon over the next couple of days. We're going to be giving away another Homemaker Plus 8 this upcoming Sunday. So we've got conference call Thursday for a K-Bar, every $1,000 sold, and we're going to be giving away another Homemaker Plus 8 this upcoming Sunday. Again, 10 or more demos for next week gets you in the drawing. Every demo above that is another entry. So you guys have an awesome night. See ya.